FIFA 11. So I want to welcome to the stage the producer of our FIFA franchise. I think everybody has met. If you've seen anything we're presenting, we are very, very proud of what we've been doing in recent years with our FIFA franchise. Arguably the biggest selling annual iteration video game in the world when we look at it by numbers. Something that our team up at EAC in Vancouver have done phenomenal work with. Please welcome to the stage David Rutter, producer of FIFA 11. How are you, mate?
Hello.
Nice shirt, by the way.
It's the best shirt in the world.
Can anybody play in goal? Has anybody got a British passport that can play in goal? Because we need you on Friday. That was pretty ugly, huh?
Yeah, it wasn't so good.
Even in FIFA 10, like the keeper they do
I
get
know
that.
we have a lot of feedback about our keepers, but I've not seen one do that before.
All right. So David and I are obviously English. We're very nervous about Friday. I should be the US because I saw Slovenia called them out this morning and said they're going to beat the United States. I don't know if you saw that.
There's something weird going on in the world when Slovenia are top of the group, though. That's
Slovenia calling out the United States and saying we're going to take it.
A little bit odd.
All right. David, take us through what's going on for FIFA 11. This would be the first time, I think, outside of the studio that people are going to see this. I know it's behind closed doors over there, but you know, we're seeing tremendous success with FIFA 10. We're seeing tremendous success with our World Cup franchise. What can people expect from FIFA 11?
Yeah, sure. So we've been doing a lot of work this year, but overwhelmingly what we've been talking about at E3 is a feature that's new to FIFA called Personality Plus. So it's basically us creating authentic player personality in every position on the pitch for all of the teams and leagues that we've got. So if you could play the video, that would be great. We've got a few videos here from our testbed environment. First up, we've got a shooting test we run on our players. So the guy on the right is a highly skilled player, the guy on the left, and you can see they're aiming for the top left-hand corner.
That's me on the left.
Yeah. And as you can see, the dispersion of the shooting, the accuracy of the shooting is much higher with a highly skilled player than the lowly skilled player. We don't actually have these players in the game. This is just a test we run to make sure it's working. Next up, shooting agility, something that's important in front of the goal. Here you can see a bouncing ball. The lowly skilled player can't get up over it, can't get a good connection on the ball, and is actually kind of topping it and bringing it down. Whereas a highly skilled player is actually able to maneuver, get under the ball, get a good kick on it, and actually place it in the net here. So the idea being you've got a lot more variety of the players. Here they are side by side so you can get a good chance to see them. In addition, dribbling's a big part of the game, as I'm sure everyone's aware. Guy on the right, highly skilled, able to turn on a sixpence, as we say in the UK. The lowly skilled player on the left-hand side, though, finding it a lot more difficult, taking longer, more weighty dribble touches and can't make quick, agile turns.
That would be me again, turning circle of an oil tanker.
Absolutely, yeah. But I know you used to play in defence, so here's some defensive stuff. The white ring around the player is actually their tackling diameter here. So you can see the lowly skilled player, a small area around him that he can tackle in, whereas the highly skilled player, much bigger, and is able to actually read the play and intercept the ball there to give a lot of personality in defence. Here it is at full speed again. And lastly, ball control, something that's really important. A highly skilled player being able to take the ball out of the air and get it under control quickly. A low-skilled player actually knocking the ball slightly in front of him, not able to take the ball under control. And as I say, these are some of the elements that are in the game this year, making personality outfield. Goalkeepers also coming in for a lot of attention here. So somewhat predictable in FIFA 10. Here you can see this guy's read the trajectory wrong. This example is a deflection and actually trying to recover and get back in time to make the save. So what we really wanted to do is to say, inject player personality in every position on the pitch.
So as great as FIFA 10 was, 91 rated game, cost me a lot of money, welcome.
It was a good party.
If there was a criticism, a little bit of that ping-pong passing that went on?
Absolutely. So this year, you know, we've done a lot to refine the gameplay. I've got a quick slide for you, actually. We have the first slide, if possible. This is from a piece of software used called DevTrack, where we're actually tracking forum feedback here as an example that's come in. It's about positioning. So we're actually going into our forums, tracking it in our software. If you could go to the next slide as well, please. We've had many, many hundreds of these. But overwhelmingly, if you could play the next video, the biggest change we've made based on fan feedback has been ping-pong passing and removing it with a system we call pro passing. So could we have the video, please? The idea here that we're going to take skillful players with passing and be able to play kind of the proper game of football. So a highly skilled player here is going to try and make that ideal pass along the green line. You can see, pretty accurate, but still a certain amount. It's a 90-degree pass. It's kind of difficult. But a low-skilled player is going to find it a lot harder to make that very difficult play. You can see it's gone way out there. And what you're seeing is the context of the ball coming into the player's ability and the type of pass he's trying to make will mean that players actually have to think about what they're doing, play proper football, and not just arcade pass around. And overwhelmingly, that's the biggest thing we've been asked for this year.
So quick question. Explain to everybody what that test bed is, because I don't think
Sure.
everybody gets to see that, what a test bed and how the
so
development
I think it is actually the first time we've showed it in public. It's kind of important. I think that you guys do see what we're up to. We have a kind of what we call a test bed, an environment of FIFA where we can tweak and tune pretty much every parameter of player, AI, animation in the game, just to make sure we're covering everything off and test it out. That's what that is. We run tests in there, we check the shooting, the passing, and everything else, and that's how we do it. But I think probably the important thing for you guys to hear is that's a very small snapshot of what we're doing this year. Come July, I'll be going on a press tour around Europe, telling a lot more stories about all the other stuff. Sorry?
Sorry, boondoggle.
And come August, we'll also be at the Cologne Gamescom as well, doing the whole thing, big press conference and showing off all the real big headline stuff.
That's where you and I usually make our bet for the year.
Yeah.
In Cologne.
Uh-oh.
So story, Dave and I had just having a couple of adult beverages in Cologne last year, and I bet him that the FIFA 10, which was still 2 months away from shipping, couldn't get a 90 Metacritic, which I think you guys know how bad that is for a sports game. Ends up with a 91. Cost me about $60,000 for a real smash-up party in Vancouver a few weeks ago.
I have people that work on the team for 7 years, and they said it's the best party they've been to.
Can they still remember it? So then, in front of your adoring public, what are we going to get for FIFA 11 from a Metacritic score?
Oh, that's tough. So obviously, we're going to improve everything. We're responding to all the feedback. We're innovating. I think we will at least equal what we had last year. And I'm really, 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 really hoping we're going to outdo it, because I know you've kind of made a bet with your boss.
I have. So we're looking for a 92 from FIFA 11, which would probably be, if not one of, if not the highest rated sports game of this generation.
So thanks to the team back in Vancouver for all their
that
hard work.
And England winning the World Cup, it'd be a fabulous
I can't arrange
year.
that.
All right. David Rutter from EAC.